This is a Best in Climate episode of Earth Feels, where each week your hosts Rose and Christine read to you from some of the best climate-related blogs and articles on the web.
Hi, Rose here. Today's Best in Climate reading is entitled The Great Slowing Down, Hearing and Responding to the Callings of Our Times, read with permission from its author, Alan Seale. So just a bit of background. Several years ago, when I was smack dab in the midst of my dark night of the soul, the universe gifted me, via synchronicity, Alan Seale, the founder of the Center for Transformational Presence. Alan's tranquil demeanor, his solid, grounded grasp of greater purpose went far beyond a simple belief system. It was a knowing that I could feel whenever I was in his soothing presence. And this knowing, his knowing, gave me the courage to continue the journey toward my own purpose. And it became the foundation upon which I've been able to build my own knowing. Over the years, I have found great comfort in his work, his books, his blogs and videos, an occasional workshop, and actually a week-long trip to the Netherlands with cohorts from all over the world who loved Alan's work as much as I did. It was a breathtaking experience. I'll provide links to his work on our website, earthfeelspodcast.com. As we now find ourselves in uncharted territory, I am privileged to share his calming transformational presence with you. So let's dive in. The Great Slowing Down, Hearing and Responding to the Callings of Our Times. As the global pandemic has brought the world to a near standstill, we find ourselves living in unprecedented times and navigating uncharted territory. The great breaking open is giving way to the great slowing down. We have been told to restrict movement, to stay at home and curtail all group activities. Social distancing has become the new buzzword. Yet what we really need is social solidarity. It may be necessary to keep distance from one another physically for a while. Yet we need connection with one another more now than ever. We're all in this together. Hearing and responding to the callings of our times is our common assignment. Terry Patton, American philosopher, social entrepreneur, and author of the new book, A New Republic of the Heart, An Ethos for Revolutionary, writes, quote, "We alive at this time are the luckiest people who have ever lived, and the ones facing the wildest, most terrifying challenges. This is not just a deep paradox. It's an existential invitation to keep waking up right now." Unquote. We have arrived at a moment of course correction for the whole world on every level of society. Of course, there are immediate physical, emotional, spiritual, and economic needs to address as the crisis grows further, persists, and then fades. However, as the world breaks open and slows down, we also have an opportunity to chart a new course. If we only focus on fixing what isn't working, we will return to the status quo, and this moment in time will have been wasted. The first questions may not be what you think. We've been conditioned to jump right to the question, what are we going to do? However, it will serve us to step back and first ask, who do we wish to become? From there, we can explore what forms and structures want to be created with the express purpose of helping us become who we want to be as individuals, families, communities, companies, countries, and as a global community. As we navigate the coming weeks and months with the coronavirus and whatever else comes our way, our job is to listen, sense, and intuit the messages, guidance, and potential that is hidden in plain sight all around us and within us. COVID-19 is a respiratory virus. It takes our breath away. Among other things, it's demanding that we slow down and pay attention to our relationship to breath, to life, to each other, and to our planet. It's interesting to note that since China's lockdown, the air quality in Beijing has dramatically improved. It also seems that the great slowing down might just be giving us not only time and space to breathe, it's also giving us cleaner air to breathe. Questions that can take us deeper. The great slowing down invites many questions. To get started, we can ask, as the whole world comes to a standstill, what are we being given time for? What is important for me to pay attention to? What urgent messages have been hidden in plain sight all around us, but we haven't noticed? Or maybe, if we're honest, we did notice some of them, but chose not to pay attention because they weren't the messages we wanted to hear. What invitations, opportunities, and messages could be waiting for me if I were to slow down to the speed of presence, the speed of living that allows me to be fully present with all that is going on inside of me and in the world around me? What is important in our relationships with one another? What must we now address as individuals, as countries, and as a global system? What is it now time to create in our own life and in our collective life together? The sooner we turn into the callings of our times and actively respond, the quicker the virus will have done its work and can leave. Our job, however, will be to keep paying attention going forward. Apply the lessons and gifts that have come from this time. Continue saying yes to whatever unfolding and evolving times are asking us for. Keep taking next steps. The human spirit is incredibly resilient. The time for these questions is now. Step by step, we can find our way forward and together do our part to create a world that works for all. Again, that was Alan Seale, founder of the Center for Transformational Presence. If you liked this reading and you're not yet familiar with Alan, do yourself a favor and check out his work. I've posted several links on earthfeelspodcast.com. I hope you find Alan's work as soothing as I do. Thanks for listening. Catch you next time. That's this week's episode of Earth Feels. Special thanks to singer-songwriter Kristen Hoffman for generously allowing us to use Song for the Ocean. Thanks for listening.
Don't forget, subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss an episode. Catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Children of the earth, I'm calling out. There's a mission for you and for me.